Hello, and welcome to the 202nd episode of Gaming Talk. On this episode, I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on Half-Life Alyx. Let's get into it. I'm sure at some point it's going to become tiring for people to hear me say that I've not really spent a lot of time on other VR games since I got my Quest 2 and PC Link cable. The main reason I got a Quest 2 in the first place was for VR chat, and up until a bit after I got my first actual VR game, which was Robo Recall. I spent most of my VR time in VR chat with friends. That was until now, well, not even until now, because I had previously played the Metal Hellsinger VR game as well. But then I decided it was time to try my hand at probably one of the most well-known and popular VR titles, Half-Life Alyx. Now, if you're coming to this video hoping to hear me stroke Valve's ego about this game, well, there's some of that, but not the whole length of the video. It's not much for me to say that this is a really good game, because pretty much 100% of people that have played this game have said the same thing. The shooting feels very good, as to be expected with a Valve game. The visuals are very good, and of course the level of interactivity is far beyond what most current VR games do. The amount of things you can pick up that you don't even need to is just wild. Again, a lot of reviews have touched on this, so I don't really think that I need to dwell on this point. Basically, anything technical about the game is really impressive, so I'm going to move on to stuff I didn't really care for. First thing is that I wish the game had more weapons. Pretty much all of the previous Half-Life games had a wide array of weapons, from handguns to revolvers to submachine guns, rocket launchers, melee weapons, shotguns, and so on. With Half-Life Alyx, you get 3, a handgun, a shotgun, and the combine gun. I don't remember what its technical name was. Now, I'm sure someone out there will say the fact that you can upgrade these guns 4 or 5 times makes up for that, and I don't agree, because I think that some pretty lame reason if that's why they have a limited amount of guns in the game. Heck, even if they did have just these 3 guns and like maybe a thrown melee weapon of some kind, I wouldn't have brought it up, but they don't even give you a melee weapon, so I'm bringing it up. The second and biggest thing is the puzzles and how much I do not like them. Now, that's not me saying that the puzzles are bad. I just personally do not like them. Sure, there's only 3 kinds of puzzles throughout the game, but they just get more and more complicated the further into the game, and I didn't really like that. The worst ones to me are the orb puzzles, where you have to move a key or lock to each other, and sometimes there's these like red things that get in your way, and there's multiple stages to it, and the red things move in your way, and yeah, I just really hated those ones the further I got into the game. The third thing, and probably not as big of a deal, is that I really wish the game was longer. Sure, I got through it in 7 to 8 hours because I'm not trying to 100% it or anything, but I just wanted more. It also didn't help that the final chapter of the game felt really rushed to get to the final cutscene that leaves more questions than answers. Answers we'll probably never get, because it'll probably be another 2 decades before another Half-Life game. Other than those 3 things, Half-Life Alyx is still one of the best VR games that I've got to play. It's definitely not perfect, but if those 3 things were to be addressed, it would definitely be close to a perfect game. Half-Life Alyx is a good and enjoyable game. That's all I've got to say, so if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.